Hi, my name is Anna, and I am the Rockwall Knockouts General Manager. I have been with the company going on 3 years. I've been a manager for 2. And throughout my career with the company, I can definitely say that I have grown not only as a stylist, but as a leader, a mentor, and ultimately a teacher. I started off just as a part-time stylist at the Denton location. I was working 3 jobs, going through divorce as a single mom. I had gotten myself in such a deep hole that I couldn't see the sunlight. And thanks to Knockouts, I am in a much better place now. The manager over there, Jen, she really poured a lot of time and effort into me, teaching me the Knockouts way and teaching me how to utilize the tools that Knockouts give you so you can be successful on your own within the company. And because of what she taught me, I was able to quickly become the top stylist of her store consistently. And I had my eyes set on management. I really wanted to show and prove that I had what it took to lead my own team. And Heather and Jennifer gave me the opportunity by giving me Rockwall. And I struggled a lot the first year. There was a lot I had to learn as a new manager. But again, there were so many people that poured their time and energy and their knowledge into me that I am now able to turn around and give that back into my girls. I thoroughly enjoy teaching. I'm actually very diverse in my words, so I can help portray to other people what I'm trying to teach, give them different examples and speak to them in their own language, which I will show throughout my demonstration video. But I really do want to join the artistic team, because a lot of what the artistic team does is they travel, they teach, and they put on shows, and they sell the glory that is Knockouts, and they share their knowledge, and that's something that I really enjoy doing. I truly do enjoy giving people what I know to create a better stylist. It makes me proud when I see what I've taught stick and to see my girls succeed. I always want there to be a better stylist than me in the store. I always want them to strive to be better than what they were before, which is what Knockouts has given me. And I, in turn, want to give it to someone else. So this is my 2nd year applying for artistic team. I'm going to cut to my demonstration video on how I just do a regular fade, tapered to skin, and my little feather razor technique. So here we go. So this is a 1 to a 2 mid-faded haircut, tapered the neck to skin. I start off by debulking with my 2. And then I just kind of do the 2 over comb to get some of that extra weight and overgrown hair out of my way so I can see what I'm doing the rest of the haircut. After I debulk the haircut with my 2 and I have a good field of vision, I'm going to create my mid guideline using my 1. Now I go one side and to the middle back, and then I go to the other side to the middle back. That way I don't accidentally have one side of the haircut or the fade higher than the other. This kind of eliminates that problem. Then I cut everything underneath that midline down to a number 1. To avoid getting lost in my haircuts, I fade from top to bottom, so I'm going to continue going down. I used my half guard to begin the taper, and then now I'm using my open blade down to my 0. After the 0, I finish tapering with my trimmers, and then I do an edge up, make sure the neck is sharp lines, nice and crisp, and then I'm going to clean up and over the ears, getting all those little stragglies. So since I fade from top to bottom, I've already got my 2, I've got my 1 midline guide, and then I've got my taper out of the way. So now all that's left is to blend out that 1 line that you saw, which is where the 1.5 would be. I'm using my 1.5 guard, but that doesn't always get the line out. So my little trick is to switch over to my 1 guard, open it up, and that gets at that little line, which is what you see me doing right there. Just using a little small back and forth feathering motion to soften out that line. Once the fade is perfect and just how I like it, that is whenever I'll switch to the top. I will wet the hair, and starting from the middle center, I'm just going to take sections and just go straight back. You'll see me drop the hair down so I can make sure that I find my guide. And I just do that from center, and then I moved to the left side of the head, and then I moved from the right side of the head, blending to the hairline. And then just cross-check going across, making sure there's no peaks, make sure there's no long pieces, and that it all looks nice and even. After I finish cutting the top with my shears, I'm going to take my 2-guard over comb and just make sure that all of that blends real nice and pretty. To finish off my haircut, I do a detailing with my feather razor over comb around any heavy weighted areas or anything that needs a little bit of a better blend, where you don't necessarily want to shorten the hair, but you want to take weight out. I use this trick instead of my thinning shears because it's a more personable approach, and I can take out as much or as little as I want, creating a seamless blend. Last but not least, make sure that we clean up the client, get all the loose hairs off of him before we style. And I'm going to be styling his hair with the Suavecito Original Hold. He has very thick hair, so I used a pretty decent amount. I'm massaging that in all the way so all the hair is coated. Do a little rough brush with my fingers, and then finish up with my comb to make sure it's a nice polished look. Everything lays how it's supposed to. And that's pretty much it. Just make sure that the client is happy with how it looks. And that is how I do my 1 to 2 fade, taper the neckline. Thank y'all.